Hey guys, this is Dan with Gears and Gadgets. Thanks for tuning in. I put out a poll on my community tab a couple days ago. It's 4 days ago now. Now, 286 votes later, 52% of you guys said keep the PowerBoost. So that is the build truck that we're going to use on the channel. Now, I bought that over a year ago, and that was my intention, was to do a build series, but with the series of events that had kind of transpired, put that on hold for a while. Now, there's a bunch of stuff that's already been done to the truck, and we'll talk about that in a moment, but that is what we're going to do. So we're going to start putting some work and effort and start really wrenching on it and maybe catch you guys up to speed on some things that maybe you haven't seen already. So I am starting a build series here on my 2021 Ford F-150 PowerBoost, and you guys will see it sprinkled out over the course of probably a couple months in between other motorcycle content. I have my 2018 Harley-Davidson Heritage 114, and this is going to take some time and money. The goal here for this build series is going to be all of the things I've ever needed a truck to do and do all of those things very well. So I'm going to build it out so it can be a truck for construction purposes, accessing job sites, lugging around tools. I've actually used this for drone operations, doing drone survey, and using it as a base on large sites where you don't have any sort of structures to get into the shade. So using this as a vehicle to basically operate out of with a conditioned space. Then I also want this to be something where it can be off-road capable. Now, I'm not looking to do off-roading here in the Sonoran Desert 80 miles an hour like you would do with a Raptor, but I do enjoy just traversing down fire roads or just modest trails. And out here you can go for miles out into the middle of nowhere, and I love that stuff, and I want this to be able to do that very well, and just other modest off-roading. So even if I get out of the desert area, be able to do a little bit of mud stuff, but I don't really need to get into like front lockers and all that kind of stuff, or rock crawling. Not really my cup of tea. So I want it to be a great off-roader, but then also still have function as a lifestyle truck. Certainly a Home Depot runner. I probably many trips to Home Depot, Lowe's, things like that. So I don't want it to lose that functionality either. Now, I also need a truck to be a creative space for me. So on this channel, I need a vehicle that I can almost live out of for an entire weekend. There's a lot of times I'll take the truck and maybe go pick up a press vehicle, maybe out in LA, so 5-6 hours away, but I might not be able to hit the road until after I get done working. So maybe I work an entire day, spend some time with the family, eat some dinner, hop in the truck, and head to LA around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. And then I'll just get to a truck stop and crash for the night and get to where I'm going, and then basically round trip the next day back to home. So I do a lot of those kinds of trips. I love them. It's kind of a big part of how I use my truck. I also need it to be just general lifestyle for my family. So I don't want this to get to be so gaudy that my wife doesn't want to get in the truck. That's kind of my intention, is building out just taking the best of everything that's on the market and leaving a lot of the nonsense that you don't need behind. I've actually had the option to have a fully sponsored 6-inch lift kit for the truck, and I turned it down in lieu of a suspension system that I purchased myself, because yeah, it'd be cool to have a 6-inch lifted truck, but I'm not going to get it in the garage, not going to get it in parking ramps at the airport if I got to leave town. There's just so many limitations, and I'm not looking to do just cool stuff for the sake of being cool and losing functionality for that exchange of kind of coolness. I will tell you, anytime I see like a 6-inch lifted truck rolling down the highway, I kind of chuckle, because most of those people aren't using them for off-roading. And even if you are using it for off-roading, you're making it such a tall vehicle that yes, it can get over things, but can't get under things. And when you start talking about trees and trail width and things, you actually end up building vehicles that have almost not great highway use and then also not great off-road use. You're kind of building a vehicle for strictly look and not so much function. I am a huge function guy. That's why I bought my Heritage, because I feel like it's the perfect all-around touring-ish motorcycle, but it's also still capable of being sporty around town. So I'm just a huge fan of utility. So the way that I'm going to structure this series, I've got kind of an outline of episodes here. I think that, well, this first episode is just me kind of explaining my intention, but the first episode is going to be just kind of catching up to speed because I have a lot of things that are already done. So after I do that base, I'm just going to run through, and episode 2 will be lighting, 3 suspension, 4 wheels and tires, 5 performance upgrades, 6 tools and gadgets, just general things I put on the truck, 7 towing and hauling capability, and then probably 8 just finished product review. So those are kind of the things that I have in the works, their thought process I have now, subject to change. Drop in the comments down below if you guys have a name of what I should kind of, call this truck or this series. I'm still a little bit out there, but I'm thinking like F-150 Ops or F-150 TAC or something like that, but more for the like everyday ops, everyday tactical kind of thing build. So everything I'm putting on this truck is going to be with intention, and that's kind of where the idea of tactical comes from, tactical intention. Now, I don't have any sponsors on board for this series at the moment, but you guys will see affiliate links to products and descriptions. Understand that I take those affiliate links very seriously because if I steer you guys towards something that sucks and you end up returning it, not only does that not end up being anything that I get in return, I don't get any cut of return product, but it also jeopardizes my relationship with my viewers, and I take that more seriously than any of the money. This is a long game for me on YouTube, and again, I take that stuff very seriously. So if something is sponsored, you guys will know it. If there's affiliate links, you guys will know it, and you'll know, again, whether I bought something or didn't. So with that, that is kind of the intent of this series. Some things are already kind of half done. I've got suspension upgrade on the rear. I'm waiting for the front to come in. I've already done some performance upgrades. I actually just spent the weekend installing switches in the truck, electrical things. So I'm going to try to package this all together so that these episodes follow a rhyme and reason as opposed to just random YouTube videos that come out reviewing each individual product that I put on the truck. Some of it's not that exciting. So probably try to just package this up into more series type things. So let me know in the comments down below if you have any recommendations of things you think I should put on the truck or things I shouldn't put on the truck, and maybe some name options as well. Let me know what you think down below. With that, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. If this is your first time tuning in, please hit that subscribe button down below. Remember, likes go a long way to help support the channel. See you guys next time.